Hello everybody, and welcome back to my review. And I am continuing with my Stephen King It Part 2. This little fact right now, I'm sitting in my car recording the audio right now. I'm parked in the corner at my job right now, and I literally was just ranting, you know, on the camera, or not on the camera, but on the audio, while listening to the Stephen King It soundtrack. Somebody parked next to me, my window was rolled down, he literally looked at me, said, what the fuck, and then just parked someplace else. So, he literally thought I was up to something. A guy in the car with a microphone in his hand, a big-ass, like, microphone with, headphones. He literally looked at me and said, what the fuck, and then walked away, because I think, or drove away, and parked someplace else. So, that's saying something about this review, how weird it is. But anyways, back to the review. I'm going to be talking about part 2 now. Now, this part of the movie is the part where I really dislike, even though there's parts of it I enjoy, you know, like, it seems like they were friends for a long time, but the ending is always the worst part, the awful-looking spider, just the ending in general feels weird to me. It feels like it was done poorly. It just feels, I know it was made for TV, but still, it just felt weird to me. It didn't feel like that ending should have been the ending that came up on my screen, you know, on my TV screen, not the big screen. This is why I can't wait for the new version of the movie, just to see how they end it. Will they end it the same way as the original, or will they end it in a different way? I'm not sure if this is from the book. I actually own the book. I haven't finished reading it yet, but when I do read it, I'm going to understand what the real ending will be, or what it is, technically. I don't know if that was the original ending, or in the book exactly, but to me, it just didn't feel right. It felt weird to me. It didn't feel like it should have been the ending. And Eddie Kazbek dying made me feel so sad, because that was my favorite character in the movie. But, you know, what are you going to do? And the whole chemistry with Eddie Kazbek and Richie, those two characters right there are just the most funniest, entertaining things I've seen. They look like they're, like, actually real friends, you know? It seems very, you know, awesome. But just me in general, I didn't like the second half of the movie. My favorite part of the movie is always going to be the first part. Just the kids' versions of the story. The adult versions are kind of a little bit slow-paced. It's just boring to me. I mean, the clown's barely even in it. You see, he's in there, and he's just funny as fuck. He just, like, totally blows up on the screen when you see Tim Curry in the It costume. That right there is the best part of the movie, and the relationship, you know, between the clown and the kids, you know, when they were kids. That's the only part of the movie I enjoy, part 1. The second part, I do not enjoy. The only parts I do enjoy are the parts with the clown, and a couple of other scenes, you know, but in general, I didn't enjoy the second part. If I had to pick which one's my favorite, part 1's always going to be for me. The kids' versions are always the best, you know, and just their storytelling. The score, to me, is exactly the same. There's nothing different. They're both really good, you know, but I just have to say that the first part's always going to be the best part, you know, and just cinematography was okay. I mean, the characters did their lines properly, but I felt it, you know, there were good parts, you know, in the movie. Don't get me wrong, but just some of the parts that really lagged were just bothering me. I mean, I'll at least tell you this. My favorite part in the movie, it is always memorable to me, is when Richie goes to see his girlfriend in the room, starts making out with her, you know, because she's acting very weird, and you find out it's the clown, or Pennywise the clown, and he literally says, "Kiss me, fat boy," and then that's just right there. That is my favorite scene in the movie. That right there is probably my only favorite scene in that whole movie. That scene right there, the "Kiss Me, Fat Boy." That is fucking hilarious. It's just funny. But yes, if I had to give this part of the movie a percentage, I'd probably have to give it a, I don't know, as a whole movie, I'm going to give it as a whole, probably maybe at least an 85% tops. The only complaint I have about the movie would have to be obviously the second part of the movie. The first part was amazing, it's good, it starts off strong, but in my opinion doesn't end strong with the second part. The first part, if you left it at the ending of that would be a good part, you know, but you can't. You have to continue the story, because the older characters are faced by the original the clown, Pennywise, coming back for them. But I'm just going to end my review at that, saying that I did not like the second part, but I did like the first part. So that's saying something. So if you could please like, subscribe, and also thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I got a whole lot of subscribers, 30 subscribers. That's really strong. I literally started off with no subscribers and ended up finishing off strong with 30. I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for the subscribes. I really do appreciate it. And just to let you guys know, my videos are daily. I don't do one and just wing it for a whole week. I literally am daily. I will do a review, or try to do one every day. If I do miss a day, I'm sorry about that. Just a busy life, you know, working. But I will try to get them done after work if I don't work night shifts, just to let you guys know. And I do get them done the day before, so... Like right now, this review was done on, let's see, 11:47 at exactly, today's the 22nd of January, so this video will probably be up sometime next week. It's getting done daily, so I'm doing reviews in the car before I start work, and then I put them up on the day, like, that I have time to, you know, to publish them onto YouTube. YouTube's acting kind of slow for me, so the Nightmare on Elm Street was kind of done a little bit late, but it was done, you know, so that's all that matters. But thank you guys for watching, and thank you all for the 30 subscribers going strong. Welcome to the army of Movies with Josh. Let's start that new thing, new craze. And thank you all so much. This is Movies with Josh saying thank you and ta-ta.